Meet my new friend Takumi. Originally from Japan, Takumi first came to the Philippines to study English. He fell in love with the culture and has now been living in the Philippines for a year. Based in Cebu, Takumi creates content about his experiences as a foreigner living in the Philippines. He's on a mission to become the most popular Japanese content creator in the country. Make sure to check out his videos, links below. I had such an interesting conversation with Takumi. We talked about the differences between Japanese and Filipino culture, his experience auditioning for Pinoy Big Brother, the challenges of dealing with the recent earthquakes in Cebu, and so much more. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So you are from Japan originally, is that right?
Yeah, born and raised, not from Philippines.
So how long have you been in the Philippines now?
I really love this country. I've been living here for over more than 1 year here now. I came here for studying English, studying abroad. It was about 2 years ago. I stayed here in Cebu for 3 months. And I fell in love with Filipino culture, Filipino food, Filipino transportation. All of them were so fresh for me. So that's how I got into Filipino culture.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think that a lot of people in the West don't realize that the Philippines is a really common place for other Asian countries to go to learn English, right? A lot of Koreans, a lot of Japanese people like yourself go to the Philippines and then they can learn English there. What made you decide to move there though? Like you could have just taken lessons online or something like that. What made you actually move to Cebu?
Actually, I came here, as I told you, I came here for studying abroad, like coming here. I could study English online, but I wanted to change my life, something like that. So to make myself more motivated, I needed to go somewhere and other countries like Philippines, not Japan. So that's
kind of like an adventure.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm an adventurous person, and so that's why I moved here.
And why Cebu? Why is it so popular?
I guess, because there's a lot of beaches here, right, in Cebu, compared to Manila.
Have you had a chance to go to some beaches since you've been there?
Yeah, I've been to Pandanong Island. Yeah, it's another island. And I went to, not so many. Not so many beaches, because I prefer going to mountain, not beaches.
You're a mountain guy.
Yeah, mountain guy.
Okay. And Cebu kind of has everything, right? Because it also has mountains.
Yeah.
For us English speakers, learning Tagalog can be a real challenge. Trust me, I've been there. That is exactly why I decided to create my beginner's Tagalog course. With over 10 years of experience speaking Tagalog, I made sure that each and every video lesson is jam-packed with only the most useful information. When it comes to this course, the only thing I regret is not having it when I first started learning Tagalog. Ready to learn? Click the first link in the video description below to get started. Now, back to the video. How do people treat you there? You know, with you being Japanese, being from a different country.
At first, they take me like, oh, you're from Japan. Oh, arigato, arigato. Yeah, in Japanese words, it means thank you. But in 10 or 20 minutes, after mingling with Filipino people, they take me like I'm Filipino because I know Filipino way of life. So like eating by hands like this and sharing food is Filipino culture. After watching me doing like this, they take me like Filipino. Oh, you're Filipino. Or you're Pinoy. Like that. Yeah, they say me like that.
Yeah, because if you've been there for a year, right? So that's quite a bit of time, you know, to get used to it and adapt to the culture a little bit. So do you feel like you've become a little bit Filipino as well during your time there?
80% Pinoy now, Filipino.
80%?
Yeah, I need 20% more.
And what do you enjoy about the Philippines? Why do you like being there?
Because from food to transportation, all of them are different from Japanese way. That makes me so excited. Like from public transportation named jeepney is Filipino very famous transportation. It's very cheap and we can communicate with passengers there. Not common in Japan. So in Japan, the most common public transportation is bus and train. And they keep silence like this. And they are wearing headphones and they try to make space from other people's. On the other hand, in the Philippines, they try to interact with other people, even while taking jeepney. So I was amazed by Filipino culture. Yeah.
Filipinos really aren't shy, are they? They are interested in talking to people, even if they don't know them, right? Like strangers. Hey, how you doing? I did feel that when I was in the Philippines. And the jeepney is it's very unique. It's very Filipino. And my first time riding in one, I actually made a video about this when I was in Manila with a few of my friends, and we got in this jeepney and I filmed the whole process. But there are like quite a few steps that you have to follow. You know, you have to know what line you want to take. You know, where are you going, to know which jeepney to get on, and then you sit down and you need to pass the money to the driver, and you need to tell the driver when you want to get off, and it is kind of it's a cultural experience. You also mentioned the food. You said everything is different, from the food to the transportation to everything. How does Filipino food compare to Japanese food?
First of all, I like Japanese food, but I also like Filipino food. And there's a lot of unique food from lumpia. It's like a spring roll. And I also like a Jollibee. It's very famous chain, but not in Japan.
Right, no Jollibees in Japan.
Yeah, no Jollibee. I hope there is.
If you were to compare Japanese food and Filipino food, like what are the differences in terms of the flavors or the way it's prepared or any of that stuff?
For flavor, Filipino food is very strong, like very sweet or very spicy. But here's the thing. Rice is very important when it comes to talking about the Filipino culture. Rice. They call it kanin in Tagalog. So they eat something like rice. All of them are with rice. That's why the dish is feels like so sweet or so spicy. Yeah, in Japan, it's opposite. We prefer like a not so spicy flavor, natural flavor. We prefer that one. So that's a difference about Filipino about the flavor. Yeah.
And do you guys eat rice with all of your meals in Japan as well?
Yeah, we eat rice in Japan, but it's more common in the Philippines to eat something with rice.
Even more.
Yeah, even more common than compared to Japan to eat rice.
Do you have a favorite Filipino food?
Favorite, I love like sinigang and adobo and puto bonbon. It's Filipino sweet. And sisig, yeah.
Those are your favorites.
Yeah.
Now, did you like lechon is also really popular in Cebu?
Yeah, very
right?
very popular.
Lechon?
Very popular. I also love lechon.
Yeah, I've heard that it's originally from Cebu. Like they eat it in other places in the Philippines, but apparently Cebu is like where it's originally from, which is interesting. I didn't try it when I was there.
Oh,
but,
we should try.
Maybe I will next time.
Give it a shot.
Have you tried balut?
Yeah, I love them now.
Really? You like it? I've tried it a few times as well. It's interesting. The flavor isn't bad, but I find it psychologically hard to eat. You know, in my brain, it's kind of like, oh, when I look at it, it's hard to eat. My body doesn't want to accept it. Are there other exotic foods that you've tried?
Yeah, when I went to Pampanga, I tried frog meat.
Oh.
It tasted like chicken, but I like it.
Frog. Yeah, I've never had frog before, but people do say that it tastes like chicken. You know, frog legs. I've heard that before. Now, you make content. I mean, that's how we originally found you, was through your videos. Is that something that you started in the Philippines, or were you doing that in Japan too?
Mostly in the Philippines. Actually, I did vlog in Japan. Like first, I was filming so that I can improve my English skills. So that's how I started my vlog at first. But I changed after moving here. I changed to my showcasing my Filipino life.
And so what has your experience been like with Filipino viewers? Like I would imagine that a lot of the people that follow your content are probably Filipinos, right?
About 80%, yeah.
So what's your experience like having a majority Filipino audience? Like what kind of comments do they leave you and how do they interact with your videos?
I see like, thank you for appreciating Filipino culture. I see a lot of comments like that. Especially when I went to relief activity in North Cebu because it hit big earthquake the other day.
Yeah.
So when I posted the video about my relief activities, it hit, the video got viral and I saw a lot of comments like, thank you for helping Cebu. You know, so that made me so moved a lot. Yeah.
People appreciate what you're doing there. Yeah, the Philippines has had like 3 huge earthquakes just in the last month, right? Or maybe even less, 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, especially this October.
What was that like being in Cebu when that earthquake hit? That would have been probably super scary, traumatizing.
I'm Japanese, so I'm used to experiencing earthquakes. At the time, I felt a weak tremor, but I didn't feel scared because I'm Japanese. I'm used to. Yeah.
You're used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the time, a big earthquake hit Bogo City, North Cebu. At the time, I was just coming back from Bogo City. So I was so surprised after knowing there was a big earthquake hit Bogo City.
So you just missed it.
Yeah. So at the time, I felt like I needed to do something for them because I experienced a lot of Filipino food, Filipino culture like there. So that was my mission going there.
That's really cool that you're giving back to the Filipino people. Filipinos, I think, are known internationally as being very generous people.
Very generous.
They do give a lot to others.
Still now, after shocks continue in Bogo City, I think I did a small thing like I donated 22 hamburgers from Jollibee to affected area in Bogo City. Following the day of the earthquake hit Bogo City. That is my small act, but I believe that is very important. No matter how it's very small, as long as we start helping, it leads to a big influence. I felt like that because my donation, like acting 22 hamburgers donation, the post got viral and posted by huge media outlets. So that means small act is very important. I learned from this experience.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, as an influencer, there is a certain responsibility, I think, too, right? We carry a responsibility when different people are viewing our content and when we have that kind of reach. And so it's really cool to do something, positive with that. If you were to compare Japan and the Philippines, what would you say the biggest differences are?
Personality is very different from Japanese, I would say. Japanese people, they keep humble and then they don't try to express their emotions. It feels like a nihil for me. I feel like they are feeling nothing. But in the Philippines, they express their emotions directly. If they feel happy, they really show me like they are happy. Yeah, about the family relationship, it's very prioritized here in the Philippines. Family is more important than partner. But in Japan, the family is second. First partner. So this is another difference. Interesting one. Yeah.
Wow. So then how is that for you, being someone from Japan, if you're used to not really showing a lot of your emotions, in public, and you're in a country where people do that a lot, is that hard for you to get used to? Is there culture shock for you?
Yeah, culture shock.
Even after a year, or are you kind of used to it now?
I'm used to now, but yeah, it took time adjusting to it.
Would you say that now you're a little bit more expressive? Like you said that you feel like you're maybe, 80% Filipino. So do you feel like you're 80% more expressive as well?
Actually, when I came back, I went back to Japan this May. I saw some Japanese people and I just touched them and they said, "Oh, you annoying," like this.
So you touched them and they thought that was annoying that you did that.
It's Japanese way. I didn't think anything, but they said it's very annoying. But before coming to the Philippines, I was not the person like that. But the life in the Philippines changed my attitude.
Like I do feel like Filipinos, I've noticed that too. They're very expressive people with their emotions. And I think they're also like kind of touchy-feely people, hugging and joking around and pushing people. And, they touch people kind of like in a playful way. And it doesn't seem like that's a super Japanese thing. It seems like Japanese people stay to themselves a little bit more. You mentioned that people, make a bunch of space on the train or the bus to not be near other people. So has that been something that you've had to get used to as well? People touching each other?
In Japan, staying calm or stay humble is very important. in Japan. So I realized I don't like such a way of life. So I prefer Filipino life.
You prefer the Filipino way.
Yeah, touching culture. Yeah.
Well, that's good. What would you say your favorite thing about Filipino culture is?
Just walking the road, Filipino road, I feel it's very exciting because it's very narrow and not so easy to walk around. I mean, after moving here in the Philippines, I realized Japan has a lot of beautiful things, but there's a problem. Most of them are prepared and complete. So that makes me so bored, yeah, like this. Living in Japan is, yes, it's very funny and we can eat a lot of delicious food in Japan. But all of them are prepared in Japan. That means we cannot feel so excited.
So when you say that things are prepared in Japan, what do you mean by that? Like there's no chaos, there's no adventure. It's all planned out and organized.
Yeah, I mean the road is organized, very easy to go around, and like for example the food in Japan. Whenever we go there, there's a convenience store. A lot of convenience stores there in Japan, and they serve a lot of delicious food. We don't have to wait in a long line in Japan. In the Philippines, yeah, we have to wait for a long time.
So you're saying that like the Philippines is a little bit more chaotic, but you like that. It adds some fun to your life that you might have to wait in line. Things might not work the way that they're supposed to work, and that's okay.
Yeah, so I prefer the exciting way. So I'm adventurous person and I like to explore. Living in Japan is very peaceful, maybe, but that is not my preference.
It's more peaceful, but it might be a little bit more boring.
Yeah, boring. Very, very boring for me.
I mean, when I was in the Philippines, it really did strike me as a kind of country that's full of adventures. It felt like no matter where you go, you could have a fun adventure, right? And there was always people that would kind of help you find your way. You know, like Filipinos are very welcoming and they make you feel at home there. Okay, I think those were pretty much all of the questions that I had for you, Takumi. Did we cover your experience in the Philippines? Did we go over it all? Or is there more that you have to say about something?
I'd like to talk about my love for the Philippines more. Actually, I auditioned for PBB, Pinoy Big Brothers, in May 2024. It's kind of Filipino biggest TV show. It's very popular here in the Philippines. It's TV show. So at that time, I was working at a bar for foreigners in Japan. And I heard of PBB auditions are going to be held in Manila. So I took 1 week break and I decided to go to Manila for the audition, asking for something. So I thought maybe this is my shot. So the result was, sucked. I didn't even pass the first round. Then I got very angry. Angry that they saw a smart part of me and judged me based on that. That's when I decided to become, this is my key phrase, King of the Philippines. That doesn't literally mean king rules from a throne. King of the Philippines means the most famous Japanese, popular, respected, famous Japanese in the Philippines. This is my definition. That's how I'm here and my love for the Philippines. And that's why I'm doing this content creation now.
So your goal is to become the most famous Japanese person in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. You don't need PBB to do it. You can do it yourself. You can do it yourself with your content.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sweet. I have some kind of rapid fire questions for you. Is that okay? They're really simple questions. You choose one or the other, and we'll go through them quickly. And so you shouldn't have to think about them too long. They should be pretty easy. Is that okay?
Okay, come on.
Okay, so the first question is adobo or sinigang?
Adobo.
Adobo, okay. Pancit or lumpia?
Pancit.
Jollibee or McDonald's?
Jollibee.
Jollibee. You did mention Jollibee earlier, how you're a big fan, so that doesn't surprise me.
I'm a big fan of Jollibee. I hope there will be Japanese branch.
Yeah, maybe one day, right? Now, I don't think you've been to these places, and neither have I, but I'm going to ask you anyway. You've probably heard of them. Boracay or Palawan?
Boracay. I heard we can enjoy a lot.
Do you prefer the city or the province?
City.
Beer or gin?
Beer. No reason.
Beer. Now, do You like Red Horse?
Red Horse, I love.
San Miguel?
I prefer, Red Horse.
Red Horse, okay. Karaoke or basketball?
Karaoke.
I mean, that makes sense. You're Japanese, right? Isn't
Yeah.
That's a Japanese thing, and it's so popular in the Philippines, so that doesn't surprise me. Halo halo or leche flan?
Haro. Leche flan feels like a bit strong flavor for me, Japanese.
Too sweet? Too sweet?
I mean, thick flavor.
Beach or mountains?
Mountains. Yeah.
Yeah, you already mentioned that one, so I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Do you like the rainy season or the summer?
Summer, because I love exploring the Philippines.
Do you like OPM or K-pop?
For me, K-pop is a thing here in the Philippines, but I prefer OPM. I like singing Filipino OPM with Filipino local people.
Do you have a favorite OPM song?
Yeah, like Ocho Ocho, you know, Ocho Ocho.
Ocho Ocho, yeah.
Ocho
That's
Ocho,
good.
Ocho Ocho. It's very common, famous song in the Philippines. Especially that the dance is, like this, Ocho Ocho.
Yeah. Eat Bulaga or It's Showtime?
It's showtime. This is my vision, but in 3 years, I will be meeting with Vice Ganda.
In 3 years?
In 3 years, according to my vision board.
Now, is that your vision
board?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thank you.
That's your plan to become the most popular Japanese content creator in the Philippines?
Yeah.
That's the
I'll
vision
be
board?
king of the Philippines.
Perfect. Japan or the Philippines?
Oh my god. I'd say 60% Philippines.
60% Philippines.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. 60% Philippines, 40% Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Those are all the questions I had.
Thank you.
Great job.